Again, this is Larry Marino, and I wanted to talk to you today about something that I've been thinking a lot about, and I think it has a lot of application for people like, let's say, us, people like us, uh, gypsies, who have a lot of ideas about how things are supposed to work, and then when something comes along that kind of questions that, then all of a sudden we go, oh, wait, don't talk anymore. That is not correct. So let me read something from the Bible. I want to explain, and I might do more than one video on this. So listen to this. It says, so this is Paul, 2 Corinthians 10. He says, "For though we live in the world, we do not wage war as the world does. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds." That's a big word, strongholds. "We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ." All right, so the strongholds that he's talking about, he's writing to Greek people who are very smart and they have a lot of ideas. So Paul is saying, look, I know you Greeks are smart, or maybe you think you are, and but you got to remember, every person has a stronghold. So here's what a stronghold is. It's just another word for a castle, a big castle made out of stone, or what they would call a fortress, or a castle, or a stronghold. It's a place where you could go. Let's say if the bad guys are coming, you could go into the stronghold, into this special castle, and sometimes they call it a castle keep, where they would keep all the stuff they needed to wait out before they could leave again. It's kind of like now. We're sort of in a castle keep right now. You're in a coronavirus quarantine. So right now you're in a castle keep. And the way to stay safe is to not go out. Well, the Bible talks about spiritual strongholds. That means this: in you, in me, in every human being, there are strongholds, like little castles. Try to imagine a castle around your mind. And when something new tries to come in, the stronghold is very strong and says, nope, can't come in. Now, this is very important. I'll tell you why. Because one of the reasons people have a hard time to become Christians, or even grow as a Christian, is because, very simply, we have some philosophies and some arguments that we have set up already in our heads. Um, try and fill in the blank just on your own. So I said, well, you can't really be a Christian because of, and as I've said before, I used to say that to people. Well, it sounds very nice and everything, but I can't really be a Christian because, and then what I would say is, you guys probably never heard of it, but I'm gypsy and blah, blah, blah. And finally, a pastor said to me, and this is how he demolished the stronghold in me. He said, I said to him, you don't really understand, who I am. And he said to me, no, you don't understand. Jesus died for all. All means you, all means gypsies, all means everybody. So that means, yes, you have the opportunity to become a Christian if you want to. And somehow, when he said that, made me think again, what if he's right? I mean, I didn't think he was, but what if? So you see, what was happening to my little castle around my head was that some little crack was coming, and the truth was able to sneak in. Now, you and me and everybody, we have these things in us, these ideas. And I guess, let me give you a little a little definition, perhaps, of what a stronghold is. This is what it is. A stronghold is actually, I'm going to pull it up for you here, because I did write it down earlier. So here's what a stronghold is. A spiritual stronghold is a pattern, a habitual pattern of thought built into one's thought life. And then listen to what he says. He says, we have divine power to demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. So an argument is like a philosophy, a reasoning, a scheme of how the world is supposed to go. Everybody has their own way, like, this is how it goes. It goes like this and this. That's an argument that we have in our head, or a philosophy. Then we have something called a pretension. In other words, something that makes us kind of proud, kind of makes us sort of pretty tough, and makes us very confident in ourselves. So I would like very much to sort of stop here. I'll tell you why. Because I really did like the things that you guys wrote to me. So here's what I'm going to do. This is just going to be part one. And in this one, I would like for you, if you can, is to try and fill in the blank. For me, my argument against Christianity used to be this. I told you what mine was. Mine used to be, well, I'm a gypsy. Can't do it. So I would like for you to fill it in. What stronghold did you have that you're now aware of that it doesn't work anymore? You let the Lord come in. Now, that doesn't mean that you're all done in life demolishing strongholds, because there's a lot of lies in there. There's a lot of phony philosophies, a lot of proud ideas, and then it becomes a habitual pattern of your thinking, see? So I would like for you to talk about how you used to think and how you no longer think that way now because you're a Christian. What was it that made you argue against being a Christian? So if you would do that, then I'd like to take some of those, and then in the next video we'll talk about them. So in the meantime, God bless you. Thanks very much, and let's keep learning while we're stuck at home. God bless you.